Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is honoured to be the forefront of popularising millets. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri announces rankings of Ease of Living Index 2020 and Municipal Performance Index 2020. Minister Dongbang Ozikam calls upon the engineers to be proactive and strive towards achieving UNESCO sustainable goals. And more than 1,66,16,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines administered to the beneficiaries so far. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed gratitude to all the nations who initiated and co-sponsored the resolution on International Year of Millets at the United Nations. In a tweet, Modi said, India is honoured to be at the forefront of popularising millets whose consumption furthers nutrition, food security and welfare of farmers. He said it also offers research and innovation opportunities for agriculture scientists and startup communities. The Prime Minister said the distinguished delegates were also served delicious millet murukku. Modi said this is one snack he also relished and urged everyone to try it as well. India-sponsored UN resolution on International Year of Millets 2023 was adopted yesterday by consensus in the United Nations General Assembly. Union Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs Hardeep Singh Puri today announced the release of the final rankings of Ease of Living Index 2020 and the Municipal Performance Index 2020 in New Delhi today in an online event. The rankings under Ease of Living Index 2020 were announced for cities with a population of more than 1 million and cities with less than 1 million people. In all, 111 cities participated in the assessment exercise that was conducted last year. Bengaluru emerged as the top performer in the million-plus category, followed by Pune, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Surat, Navi Mumbai, Coimbatore, Vadodara, Indore and Greater Mumbai. In the less than million category, Shimla was ranked the highest in the ease of living, followed by Bhubaneswar, Silvassa, Kakinada, Salem, Vellore, Kantinagar, Gurugram, Davangere and Tiruchirappalli. Similar to Ease of Living Index, the assessment framework under Municipal Performance Index 2020 has classified municipalities based on their population, million plus and less than million population. In the million-plus category, Indore has emerged as the highest-ranked municipality, followed by Surat and Bhopal. In the less-than-million categories, New Delhi Municipal Council has emerged as the leader, followed by Tirupati and Kantinagar. Union Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs Hardeep Singh Puri said, as per the consensus of 2011, India's urban residents account for 31% of the population and by 2030 it is estimated to reach 40% or 60 crore and by 2050 50% or 80 crore people. He said cities are the engines of growth and so the rapid urbanization also indicates how fast the economy is growing. Puri said the incorporation of smart solutions, cooperative federalism, innovation and new technologies, coupled with data-driven governance and evidence-based policy making, has particularly marked a landmark shift in India's urban governance. He said to complement these measures, the evaluation of the impact of these interventions is equally important. The Housing and Urban Affairs Minister said Ease of Living Index and Municipal Performance Index are the two evaluative tools that will add a new chapter to India's ever-evolving approach to urban development. Puri added that the ranking system harnesses the idea of competitiveness to propel cities into performing better with the aim to climb higher on the rankings. Kohima city has achieved a remarkable improvement in the ranking of the Ease of Living Index 2020 after being tagged the second most unlivable city in India, ranking 110 out of 111 cities on 13 August 2018 in the Ease of Living assessment conducted on the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Kohima city found the spot at 49th rank out of the 62 cities with population less than 1 million in the Ease of Living Index 2020. The final rankings of Ease of Living Index 2020 and the Municipal Performance Index 2020 were released today virtually by Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. While among municipalities catering to a population of less than a million, Kohima municipalities were ranked lowest at 59th, along with Shillong and Imphal. Kohima Smart City Development Limited Administrator Kovi Mayase expressed gratitude to the NGOs, ward functionaries, citizens and media in particular for their support and participation in the survey. He said there has been a perceptible change in people's mindset towards cleanliness and sanitation and expressed hope that there will be signs of improvement in the rankings in the near future. Mayase also expressed optimism that in certain sectors where the municipality does not have the control, other stakeholders will also show improvement in their respective centers. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Minister for PWD Housing and Mechanical, Tongbang Ozikam, has called upon the engineers to be more active, dedicated and walk an extra mile in achieving the sustainable goals adopted by UNESCO. He said the role of engineers has a greater responsibility to play a crucial role in solving the needs of the people. Tongbang was addressing the World Engineering Day organized by the Federation of Nagaland State Engineering Association today under the theme Engineering for a Healthy Planet, celebrating the UNESCO Engineering Project Report at Kohima. Tongbang said the World Engineering Day for Sustainable Development is a big step for addressing the issues facing mankind, as well as create awareness on the role of engineering to mitigate the impact of climate change and other advanced sustainable development. Stating that global warming and its consequences are threatening the existence of humanity, he opined that engineers need to focus on engineering for a healthy planet and make the world a better place. The minister also stressed on the importance of collaboration among the government, industry, civil societies to transform engineering profession with stronger capacity to respond to the challenges faced by mankind and find solutions to shape inclusive and sustainable world for all. Earlier, Ozikam released a vision document 2021 for sustainable development of Nagaland state power sector. More than 1,66,16,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered to the beneficiaries in the country so far. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry today informed that a total of 9,94,452 doses of vaccines were administered in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the country's COVID-19 recovery rate presently stands at 97.03%. The ministry said more than 1,08,26,000 patients have already been recovered from this disease so far, and there are 1,73,413 active cases in the country, which comprises 1.55% of the total positive cases. The cumulative number of positive cases is over 1,11,56,000. 5 new positive cases of COVID-19 have been detected today from the armed forces in Kohima, adding the total confirmed cases to 12,210, while 2 persons from Kohima have also recovered from the infection, taking the total recovered cases to 11,951. At present, there are 15 active cases in the state. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water, or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is honoured to be at the forefront of popularizing millets. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri announces rankings of Ease of Living Index 2020 and Municipal Performance Index 2020. Minister Tongbang Ozikam calls upon the engineers to be proactive and strive towards achieving UNESCO sustainable goals. And more than 1,66,16,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines administered to the beneficiaries so far. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.